Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the KWF. We've got a very personal, very tension-riddled matchup here for you tonight. Two former friends.
Is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Fairfield, Connecticut, weighing in at 288 pounds, Ken Carnage.
Two former friends turned heated rivals, going one-on-one in the matchup here tonight. The last time these two met, Officer Tiny dominated the matchup, giving Ken a beating, giving Carnage a beating, the likes of which we'd scarcely seen him receive before. But despite all the punishment, Carnage continued to kick out again and again and again, until he finally secured the pinfall with a crucifix roll-up. It's frustrating enough to fail to put away an opponent, but to then have them steal a victory in that manner, I can only imagine just how frustrated Officer Tiny must be. And we have to question, what are we going to see here tonight?
And his opponent from New York, weighing in at 163 pounds, Terry.
Officer Tiny looks focused. He's never beaten Ken. Last time they met, he came the closest that he ever has. Is tonight his night? Will vindication find itself in the corner of Officer Tiny here tonight? And we are underway. And Tiny with a big punch right out of the bat. Carnage, the bigger man. Tiny off the ropes with the forearm. Tiny now kicking Carnage when he's down. Smart, don't let the big man up. Keep dishing out the punishment. Now going after the knees of Carnage. Big forearm shot. Carnage just cannot seem to get any momentum going. No offense. Reverse STO driving Carnage face first into the mat. Neck breaker from Officer Tiny. And now kicks and strikes from Officer Tiny. Carnage is rattled. And a DDT. Officer Tiny is on a roll here. That'll dislocate a shoulder. Looks like Tiny to the top rope. And a diving double foot stomp in for the pin, and not even a one. Not enough damage to the much larger Carnage, and another springboard. Tiny has to keep up the pace and not give Carnage even a moment to breathe, and that is what he's doing with those vicious forearms and that big knee. And a spear from Tiny in for the pin. And Carnage kicks out again. Carnage with a kick to the gut. And strikes to Tiny. he just shoots Tiny into the corner. And Karnage now playing it up for the crowd. You know, I get the impression he may not be taking Tiny very seriously. I'm not sure why that would be the case. The man almost beat him last time. Oh, nice back elbow from Tiny. Well, Karnage may not be taking it seriously, but you can guarantee that Tiny is. And face first into the turnbuckle, Karnage is driven. Right hand from Officer Tiny. And Karnage shot into the ropes. Oh! And again, Karnage kicks out. And Tiny dumps Karnage to the outside. This is not a false count anywhere match. And a DDT to the bricks. And Tiny assaulting the midsection. And now the head of Karnage. He's got his arms locked up. It's just a full body assault from Officer Karnage, or Officer Tiny rather, to Karnage. Double knee drop to the small of the back. And Tiny sending Karnage inside. He doesn't want to end up like the Green Ranger who picked up a win via countout, but wasn't able to get the title off of Karnage. And a neck breaker. Karnage, of course, did end up losing that title, but that's another story. And another spear from Tiny. And a kick out. Tiny is feeling it. Showing off a little bit for the crowd. This is not the kind of thing you really want to do. And he goes right back to work on Karnage. He didn't let him breathe too long, which is a good thing. And repeated kicks to the head. Vicious combination. Karnage pulling himself up in the corner. And Officer Tiny again going after the leg. And now just stomping away, choking Karnage with the feet. And double knees to the chin. And now left hands just raining down from Tiny. And those vicious forearm strikes. Karnage shot off, Tiny drops down, he goes over the top, and there's a back elbow. In for the pin, and Karnage kicks out immediately. Tiny's not getting frustrated though, he's just going back to work. And when you're dealing with somebody as tough as Karnage is, and who can take as much abuse as Karnage can, and there it is, that big knee lift. And Karnage still kicks out. Karnage can take so much abuse and keep going. Frustration cannot be allowed to sneak in on the part of Officer Tiny, and there's a phenomenal forearm. Absolutely beautiful, and Officer Tiny continuing to keep up the pressure. He wants this win. Joint manipulation by Tiny. He's feeling very confident. Karnage shot into the corner and knee lift into the corner. Oh, Karnage is bleeding. Karnage has been busted open by Tiny. Tiny again with that double foot choke in the corner. And those knees to the chest this time. Big right hand there. And again with the knee. And again, Karnage kicks out. What will it take to keep this man down? And Tiny just stomping away on Karnage. Karnage rolls to the outside. Tiny is calling for him to get up, and a tope suicida by Officer Tiny. Taking to the air. And now knees. Vicious knees to the head of Karnage on the outside. And Karnage sent careening into the wall there. That brick wall that goes around the Karnage, goes around the KWF war zone. And a big kick to the side of the head. And again slammed into the brick wall. Referee's count is up to 6. Tiny goes into the ring. Is he going to take a count-out victory? Can Karnage beat the count? Referee's count is up to 9. And Karnage did not beat the count. Well, what happened here? Did Tiny pull something? I mean, Karnage barely got any offense in that match. Whatever injury Tiny is feeling, it must be one that he inadvertently gave to himself. I'm going to have to get to the bottom of that. Good night, ladies and gentlemen.